So, other notable pummels. This arm clearly is great for if they want to stay on this side of the body, but for them to go north-south, they have to climb the arm. Generally, they have to climb the arm. So, little things you can do is, once that you get this arm, I don't like doing this to hold because it exposes my elbow. So if they can get really deep, nope, stay where you're at. If they get really deep, I don't like this much because of how tight they are here. You get that, right? So instead of actually trapping this arm here, as you attain one, if you want to bridge, or if you want to actually push and turn and come through, I'll stay in and use this. Because they'll close anyway, even if they do close, but I'm in here. And you can push your head down, chin tight to your neck. That makes it super tight on this arm to trap. So you could either trap the arm that way, or if they're really strong, they have to pull the arm out, right? So as they pull the arm out, you see how far that range of motion is. So all I do is enough to stop that arm. So as they move that, I just trap. You can just trap it. So you kind of trap at the hand. I'm not even holding the arm, but if he really wants to get that arm out, that's all I'm at. And it's really hard for them to get the arm out. Or if they really want to pull as they rip, I go the other way. Same thing, right? So as I'm here, this is solid too. The same grip, and just keep it tucked. Because you can then put a lot of pressure on them here by pushing your elbows down. You kind of squeeze them in. And then keep the chin tucked, flatten the head. Super strong. I just don't want to be here with it straight. I like walking my legs into their body, which poses a massive threat for them because it keeps them low. I know you guys are great at low passes, which I'm starting to get into as well, but this is where your low pass game would come in. But this hand is crucial, right? So as they try to pull the arm, I just trap the elbow. And you can pinch your head too. Just trap the elbow and you'll be fine, right? As far as the old school Helson side control, keep coming. So as I'm here, this is nonsense, right? Actually, turn a little more, right? You can see this hip change. This is nonsense. People that just do this, it does nothing, right? So what I actually want to do is, as I have my frame, and that you could use that same exact frame here. What I want to do is kind of pick my hips up to and trap, and then come down. So I want to squeeze my thigh into my stomach and kind of crunch, so that it closes a gap in the hip, and it's not here. That's where people will swim behind. Swim behind with this arm. And then just push. They'll grab. They'll grab through the leg, and they'll just dump you. Right? But if I use this properly, and I bridge my hip into their side and come down, it's very, very difficult for them to swim over. And if they try to swim over that big gap, that's where I come in. Because they have to swim so far, they actually open their side. And that's when you come into the hip. Right? So, here, you can walk. Here, I'm so tight with the hip because I came into the hip. I don't have to really hip up, and I stop my own foot from coming up top. But if I'm more square to them, that's when I do it. Or more perpendicular, that's when I'll actually come up and trap them and push their lat into my own hip. And then you squeeze. You can stay tight here. Because if they really try to reach over, that's when they start to turn their body. And then you can shrimp and turn in and recover guard from there. Yes.